Hey guys, Demolish134 here, and today we are taking a look at Transformers Age of Extinction Deluxe Class Strafe. Now, Strafe is probably my least favourite Age of Extinction toy, purely because he's not bad, but he's just a little bit underwhelming. He's nothing spectacular. For one, I really wish they hadn't gone with the Pteranodon alt mode. They should have just given him one head and called him Swoop. Which really, it bugs me. It's a very minor gripe, but still, this should have been Swoop, not Strafe. Strafe was a Technobot, I believe, and he's not a Dinobot, so whatever. The colour scheme is actually really cool. I will give it that. I really like the colour scheme. The silvers, the blues, and the blacks work really, really well, and it looks awesome on the wings here. And he also does have some insane wingspan. He's got sort of like Voyager-sized wingspan here, which is pretty damn cool. When the wings are actually all folded out, they look awesome. He's got some Autobot symbols on there. The tail here is a piece of crap. I really need to soak this in some hot water and try and bend it so it's straight. But yeah, because it's packaged in robot mode, the tail is sort of scrunched off at the back there, and it was off to the side on my figure. So I really need to put that in some hot water or something and just kind of mould it back into shape. So when he's actually flying, it's supposed to be like this. He's his legs out and he's flying like that, and that looks cool to me. That, in my opinion, looks pretty cool. Let me try and go back a little bit here so you can see it. That looks cool, but I just, again, I don't want to make this review of just me bitching, but I wish he had one head so we could call it Swoop. I mean, I don't want to call this Swoop because Swoop doesn't have two heads. What the fuck? So yeah, but in all honesty, it's not too bad. I mean, it's nothing spectacular, but it's not bad either. He does have some weapon storage, actually, which I will show off. He has some little swords here on the wings that you can just unfold, well, pull out, and he's got two of these. They're both exactly the same. And he also comes with a gun. So here is the gun. It's kind of like a crossbow sort of thing. It's just one of those push-to-fire weapons, and it doesn't even fire that well. I really hate these push-to-fire things. I used to like them, but for some reason nowadays they are just getting worse and worse. I remember when I had some of the old toys that used to do the push-to-fire thing, and they went far, but nowadays they just do that, which is useless to me. The transformation is pretty damn simple, but also the first thing you want to do when you get this guy out of the box is throw away the instructions because they are useless. They really don't make anything clear on what the hell you're supposed to do. It took me a while to figure this out, and it just happens to be so simple. So the first thing you want to do is just unfold the wings here, unfold his arms, and just fold these down, just like that. As for the wings, they just sort of sit off to the side. You can do what you want with them. For the legs here, just rotate these down and around, like so. And you just have the pointed feet, just like all the other Dinobots. So at least they are making them look kind of uniform. They all look the same. Well, very similar, at least. So fold out the legs, and then literally just split this section, fold the head up, fold the dino heads around, which do have mouth articulation, by the way, I forgot to mention that. And there you're done. That's Strafe in his robot mode. Now, I will admit the robot mode does look pretty damn cool. At least he's only got one head. So the robot mode to me is the redeeming factor of this toy because it does look great, and I can't wait to see it in the movie. Even though it's not Swoop, I'll happily see him in the movie. As for the weapons, again, they just store on the wings here, and you can put them in his hands, so he can dual wield some swords. Or again, if you want, you can take the crossbow, stick that in his other hand, and away you go. You've got weapons. Although one thing that does bug me is that the actual holes in his hands, they go in at an angle. So you see there that he's holding his sword kind of at an angle there. Well, that means the gun is sort of pointing down like that. Why did they do that? What was the point? Articulation in the robot mode is actually pretty good. It's got a ball jointed head. It's got a joint up here at the shoulder here, and it does get in the way. These wings really do get in the way, but they look cool. He's got a really cool silhouette, so we'll give him that. He can rotate up here, bend at the elbow, and he's got one of these sort of weird inward elbows. They go in like that for some reason. When is anyone ever going to stand like that? Waist articulation, kind of. The tail gets in the way. Ball joint up here. Thigh rotation. It's got a knee rotation as well. It can bend at the knee, and that is it. So he does have some fairly decent articulation, although the tail and the wings really do get in the way. Although I'll say it again, the colours on this guy look fantastic. I love them. I love the blues, the silvers, and the blacks. It really does work for this robot mode. I think it looks awesome, and I am a really big fan of it. Let's get this other sword off here, just so we can make the wings look a little more symmetrical. But yeah, really cool looking robot mode. For a quick size comparison, here he is next to Slug, and for good measure, here he is next to Scorn. Just so you can see the 3 Deluxe Dinobots together. I have yet to get Slash. I was going to buy him yesterday actually, but he was out of stock on Kapow Toys, so I'm going to have to wait a little bit longer until they get him back in stock. But yeah, here are the Deluxe Dinobots that I have so far. I have Grimlock, but I'm not getting him out at the moment. Yeah, I really like the look of the new Dinobots. I have heard people complaining about them, saying they look nothing like G1, but this is the movie series, it's not G1. Overall, Strafe has a pretty underwhelming vehicle mode, to me at least, it's my opinion. But the robot mode redeems the whole thing. I think the robot mode looks amazing. The colours look badass, and the weapons are actually pretty cool. It's just a few minor design choices that they went with that I am kind of skeptical of, but it's not a bad toy, and I do recommend him nonetheless. I mean, you've got to get all the Dinobots. I mean, you can't not. So, Age of Extinction Strafe. For more Age of Extinction toy reviews, please check out my channel, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care, guys.